Appreciate everyone being here today, and thank you everyone online who's watching here. I hope you're enjoying the content so far. I only invite speakers on stage that I want to hear from and I'm curious about, so selfishly I'm excited to go to my own event, and it's kind of de-risked it for people who have been to a lot of our events, I hope. So I'm excited here today to have a little strategy session here with Dat. It's going to be on scaling, exiting, investing, and mindset insights for financial freedom. Dat is a Proctor consultant and a former dentist with a background of 15 years in laser dentistry. He's been helping with healthcare professionals, business owners, and entrepreneurs using the power of their mind to create freedom to live an ideal life through a proven process based on 150 years of wisdom. Dat loves to guide his clients through quickly and permanently transform any goal, dream, or desire into reality, just like he has in his own life, going from starting a laser dentistry practice, scaling that practice, selling the dental practice, and then going through the process of finding passive income investments, investing in real estate and operating businesses. So the reason we're having Dat here is, first of all, he's a good friend of mine. So we did Everest Base Camp together. We did Machu Picchu together. And after this, we're headed to the airport to go backpacking for 3 days. So I knew there'd be some great content here to talk about. And Dat, what else would you add about your background for the audience?
Hi, everyone. My name is Dat Nguyen. Yeah, he said it all there. I became a dentist at 36 years old. I ran my office for 15 years. I met my mentor, Bob Proctor. I don't know anyone know Bob Proctor is, yes. So it's amazing. He taught me how to stop trading time for money and to do what I love every single day, to live my life more. And I did a quantum leap, the shortcut of what I want to do when I'm 70 years old. I did it when I was 50 years old. Thanks to that. I met Richard 2020 to another mastermind group. We are all dentists or medical professionals. We want to invest our money. We clicked. I learned a lot from Richard, and we started to travel together. We went to Everest Base Camp together, and then Machu Picchu. We're gonna do a lot more later on today too. Now I become a consultant. My client now are dentists and doctor, medical professional, or business owner who want to do something beyond what they ever done before, and then live their life more to be healthy, happy, and wealthy. That's what we want here. We're here to do, isn't it?
Awesome. Great. Thank you, Dat, for being here. And earlier we talked about being ultra healthy, not just ultra wealthy. And Dat is a sign of that. We both sometimes work out with our weighted vests, and he does a MURF every single week with the weighted vest, and he beats me on the time every single time now. So it's definitely ultra healthy. So you were able to scale and sell your dental practice. What were the 1 to 3 keys to scaling while a lot of other dentists fail to do so?
So when I want to exit, I know what I want to do after dentistry. I know something I can do beyond that. I really focus and set my goal, and I get coaching. I get my mentor, Bob Proctor. He coached myself and all my staff how to use our thinking to create whatever I want. I also get business coaching from one of the top dental coaches out there. We focus on only what we want to do. On like Richard said, we want to love coming to the office, do what we want to do. So my thing was laser dentistry. Imagine you go to the dentist, you don't get shot, you have no pain at all. And I really respect our patient time. There's no waiting in my office. There's something about time. I respect the time. That's why they love it. They don't have to wait at all. So we focus on become the #1 laser dentist in our area. And I have sleep apnea. I snore. Even look at me here. But so I became the #1 provider for Kaiser for sleep apnea in the area. I bring my business up before I exit. So that is the one of the two. But mainly is how to bring in the mindset that the whole team would go for it. I know exactly what my team want. I help them to create their dream, their goal, and then we all get it together. So beyond dentistry, my team now going out there, become entrepreneur. They have their own business. They do the thing that they love to do. So that's what we're here for.
Awesome. Great. So you talked about vision and being very clear about what you want. We talked about that earlier. We had the Arnold slide on there. And earlier this week, we had a decamillionaire. My friend Peter Zuckerman was on stage. He invests into real estate. He has a media buying business. And he said it's very simple. He said he has a theory about life. He says, you look, you find. It's like if you don't look, you're not going to find it. So if you start looking for choke points, then you might find them, right? So you have to have that open mindset. So during the sale of your business, there's some people in here that are about to sell or will be selling their business. What did you learn about exiting that may really help somebody here in the room during their exit?
So prior to exiting, I know what I want to do. I create a vision of how I want to live 5 years, 10 years, 20 years from now. And I really focus. So I look for a group. That's where I met Richard in his mastermind group. How can I exit with more freedom, financial freedom in my for my business also. So during the time I did a calculation. You have to know your numbers. You know how can you be free after you exit from that was the only thing I know how to do back then. They did a calculation for me. I can either sell to a group, we call it a dental or service organization, that we can sell with more value in the money, but then you're required to do 2 to 3 years to stay in. Or I can sell privately, where I can get out within 6 months. So after the calculation of 20 years from now, when I'm 70 years old, what is the difference in money that I will get? And when I saw that I know exactly what I know, I make the decision. I'm not going to trade my time for money. This is not worth my time. I want my freedom more. I want my time more. So that's the one thing that I excited about, and I know. The other thing is that you got to know what are you going to go into. You sell one business, you're going to go to a next business. So what is that business going to be? So with that, I create an exit strategy for myself, and then also meet with many other CPA advisor how to use that and create multiple stream of income on the next venue that I buy into. The couple of things that we talk about is that the mistake that we made is that I did over leverage for tax play for what I want to do, and some of them didn't turn out to be really great. So right now, we're not happy with that, but that's something we learn from. You can survive, you can strive, you can go stronger. So a lesson from that is that make sure you know, and don't over leverage on anything at all. You're gonna allocate it better.
Right. Yeah, for sure. I've been to some investor club groups where it seems like people are very excited about a deal, and for whatever reason, the person just makes me a little bit uncomfortable, but they're promising such huge things that some people go into the deal because of that. So you really have to trust your gut, do thorough due diligence, and then, I'm not a big fan of leverage either. So you invest in private real estate, medical, digital assets, other hedge fund trading like ideas that you've told me about. For those raising capital here, what advice would you have for them on raising capital from dentists, doctors, business owners, high net worth investors? What works in getting your attention, and what should they know about raising capital?
So with that, I think we heard a lot of that today already. The three things that I'm looking for is it simple, it's easy, is it interesting, is it fun for me, and communication. I want really good communication. How is my money being used? What do I want to get out? How can I do it? I don't know a lot about investment, about due diligence. So if you help me to understand that, I will be able to do it more. Prior to following and hanging out with Richard here and learn from his club here, I didn't know a lot. A lot of us dentists out there, a lot of my clients, a lot of my friends, we don't know anything about money. We don't know about how to control our asset, how to invest. So that is the couple of things that if you are a sponsor, if you have a deal, if you can make that easily for us to understand, that will help a lot. Yeah.
Awesome. What about for investors here in the room? What have you learned about conducting due diligence or strategies for investors, just to share something you've learned the hard way besides, don't use too much leverage, I guess?
So that's one of my weaker point. I don't like to do it. I don't want to do it. So, but I find people who's really good at it and help me with that. And especially with the tool that Richard here helped me a lot. We have a lot of deal coming in, a lot of offer. We run it to Dewey, and we run it by Richard, run it by other team member, a lot of people who really know about it. So that's the one thing I know. And I also learned myself too. The more I come here with the club, the more I learn, unlearn, and relearn what I know. Like, I didn't know this. I didn't know this. I'm taking so much note today because every time I come, I learn something new because we continue to open and learn more. Yeah.
Awesome. So as I mentioned in the beginning, you're ultra healthy for sure. So what's been key to getting and staying there when most people really cannot? What do you think is the difference?
I like this. So when I have my freedom, I would picture myself how I want to live for now. I imagine if I'm 70, I'll be doing this, but I'm 50 years old, I can do this. There's so much more I can do. So I set a goal to be healthy, just to be able to keep up with my kid, travel, do whatever I want to do, climb mountain, anything that we want. I set a goal. I build a new self-image of how I want to be, and I consistently hold it, and I make a commitment. So after the average base camp trip, Richard came home. He opened a WhatsApp group for us. We all investor, entrepreneur here. He called it Super Beast Mode now. We track ourselves. We track our visceral fat. We track our fat percentage, muscle percentage. What else do we track? Our weight, nutrition, diet, MURF, whatever it is. We challenge each other. And whenever I create a new habit, everything is habit, I do it for 30 days. And we committed. I'm going to do it for 30 days. If I skip it on day 28, I will start from day one over again. I'd be happy with it. That is the one thing that I commit into. The other thing is the common denominator of success, as Richard mentioned earlier. We do the thing that failure do not want to do. There's sometimes it's uncomfortable, sometimes you don't want to do it. This morning I woke up, I'm going to go backpacking with him this weekend. Do I want to do a MURF? I commit to doing a MURF every Friday morning at 6 a.m. I did it. I feel great after that. That is great. The other thing is that have an open mind and always in constant learning. I follow Tony Robbins. I follow Peter Diamandis. He just have a new book coming out with the longevity mindset. Whatever worked for you yesterday is not working for you today. So we, in our group, we always exchange with each other. Hey, what are you doing? What's good for you? We try so many different diet, protein, MURF workout, exercise. Richard's into CrossFit right now. I'm learning how to do handstand and muscle up. So whatever it is to have fun and move you and keep your number, track your number. So that's something that's so important because our health is the number one. We're talking about time. Your time is one of the best assets that you have here, and it's limited. You don't know how much time you have, right? All you have is now. So whatever you want to do it now. The only time is your health. If you don't have your health, you will not be able to enjoy your wealth. So that is number one goal for me right now, every day to be healthy. I teach my children, my wife, everyone around me. They start to see me doing the same thing, that they do the same thing. They start to wake up early, we eat healthier, become better, and it just feels great.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, it's surprisingly entertaining to watch your midlife crisis friends try to do a handstand push-up like on video. It's great. So you mentioned something like doing things that other people don't want to do. That is why I like studying the pro athletes, because you talk about them, and like Lisa Wing has spoken at our events, and at the last event, she's a Hall of Fame Olympian gymnast. And so she said on stage, hard work beats talent every time when talent doesn't work hard. And when you hear Matt Fraser say, hey, I win the CrossFit Games not because I trained more or because I'm stronger, it's because I push past the mental limitations and I push through the pain and I still do the extra hard work after that. And one thing I've always taken from sports when I'm doing something in business is like, what would a reasonable person do to make deal structure ninja functional and helpful? And then I do a lot more than that. And whatever I think someone else would think is a lot more, I'll do another 20% more than that. Because that's when the other people are going to stop. It's like, oh, that's probably good enough. Oh, that's probably more than anyone else would reasonably do. And then go another layer or two or three deeper. It's kind of like when Goggins talks about when people expect you to fail, because that's where people usually fail. That's when you eat people's souls and you go really deep, right? So it's kind of a hardcore way of putting it, but just putting in the extra effort, like Dad's talking about. Robert Herjavec in Shark Tank, he said something similar to you. He's like, if I can't really see myself excited about it or having fun using this thing, like it's just not for me. I can't see anybody, doing this. The other thing is that the people you hang out with turn into who you are, right? And if you take in input in books and you're in a community of high quality, high velocity entrepreneurs, it's going to rub off on you. If you're listening from decamillionaires and centimillionaires and family offices and pro athletes on stage, even just once a month, like, what do you think that's going to do to your brain? Unpredictable, positive things. And, Dat seemingly has never had a bad day in his life because people are always saying, why are you smiling all the time? And luckily people say that to my brother as well. And so that's partially why I like being around him. So given that, it seems like you're ultra happy as well, not just ultra healthy. And those two things are connected, of course, but how do you pull off smiling 24 hours a day? Because it's just something most people can't do.
So, yes, it's true. He asked me this question all the time. Every time we see each other, he told me, I remember someone say that it takes more muscle to smile than doing something else. So I can answer, I do have bad day. I don't just always have a good day. Most of the time I have bad day, but I guess I know how to deal with it. I know how to not let it control me. I think it's from growing up that way. I set a rule. It's so hard for me to be not happy, and it's so easy for me to be happy. When you set the rule that way, I don't know. How can you be not happy, right? So that's the rule I set. The other thing is I am always grateful for what I have, grateful for whatever happened for me, not to me. And then it's an inside job. Doesn't matter what the outside is, will not affect me. I grew up like that, and now I continue to be that way. Consciously. Before I was unconsciously, now constantly, because I do this daily. I only think about what I want. I only think about what I like, excited about. I don't give a thought into whatever it is that's not entertain me. So with that, why not? I am a dentist before. I was a dentist before. So your smile is the best gift that you can give to anyone. So why not, right? Your smile can brighten someone up every day. Why not? Use it. Use it more. Everyone have a beautiful smile. So why not smile more? So that's some of the questions. Besides, learning how to control your mind, how your conscious mind, subconscious, and the body work. You just impress on you whatever it is that you want. Your subconscious mind, your heart will listen to you. And in your body, it's just a dumb terminal, as my mentor said. I would listen to whatever your heart tells it to do. So be happy.
Awesome. Great. Appreciate that. We like talking about being ultra healthy here. We've had several members who, because of the investor club, they came just to see what it was about. And a few of them have lost 40 and 60 pounds and kept it off for 2 or 3 years now. And it's literally changed their life. And we don't give nutritional advice. We're not here to give health advice or anything. We're just saying you should probably focus on health. Any questions from the audience for Dat before I ask him my last question? Anything? Yes, go ahead.
So obviously you had like a great exit, right? You're doing really great now. But how did it start? Tell me more like the humble beginnings of like when you first started the company and how did that turn into where you're at now?
Oh, can you repeat the question one more time? Oh, you want me to repeat the question? Okay, so he asked me with my success right now, how did I start with the dental office? Or
yeah, I mean when was it like the more humble beginnings where you're still just trying to figure it out, work through it? Give us more about like that piece, like when it was still sucky.
Oh, okay. Okay. So it's been a long story. So I'm going to do a fast forward. I came here when I was 21 years old, no money, no English. And I started working 2 months after that. I came here we look for freedom. Exactly, and I found it. So I started to work. I went to work full-time, graduate from undergrad. I worked for corporate. I didn't like it. I want to be freedom. I wanted independent always. So I look around. I'm very good with my hand. I love to work with people. And dentistry at that time to me is very independent. I can do whatever I want. I do it the way I want. I build my office. I love technology. I do laser from day one, even from dental school, paperless office. Anything that new technology come out, I have it. My patient love it because no one want to have pain, right? No shot. So that's what it is. I always do that. I always constant looking for way to be better, to grow. So that's how I build my office. I build the way I want it. 15 years later, fast forward, I just want more freedom. I know there has to be something beyond this what I'm doing. I know I had it. I didn't know that it's all in me. So my mentor create a spark in me. What is the goal that if you have all the money, if you have all the support, if you have all the people who help you, what would you want to do? What is something that you wake up excited to do? That's when I found my next thing to become a consultant for Proctor Institute. We have clients over the world. We're in every single country. We have so many people transform their lives, generation. And I saw a lot of burnout, anxiety, stress in dentistry, which I didn't feel it at all. It's just me, So I start to help a lot more dentists. I have to help them. It's always. So if you're really willing to change the way you think, change your habit, change your thought, your feeling, your action, you can have an amazing life doing what you love every single day. That drive me to exit now and then become what I want to be. Because at the end, whatever you own is not yours anymore when you pass on to the next generation, but who you become will be yours forever.
Sure.
Very true. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Another question?
Yeah. My wife is graduating residency as a dermatologist, and she's debating between going to private practice or going to work for her own or working for somebody else. When you graduated business school, did you choose private practice out the gate, or did you join our existing business firm?
So you're saying his wife is coming out of residency and trying to figure out which path to go down afterwards. Is it Jeff? Is that your first name? Okay, great.
Yes. So for me, when I graduate, I will make a decision. I'm going to open my practice 1 year right after. So the first year, I worked for 3 different offices. One is cosmetic only. We do veneer, full mouth veneer, high end. And one is like bed area, like we only do patching work. And then the one is like everything. I just want to see which one I like. And then geographically, I want to be somewhere close to my house where I want to live. I don't have to go anywhere. So that's after the 3 different associate jobs. I decide I want to build my own. I have an idea. I decided I bought an office. I built the way I want it. So I am independent. I run it the way I want. It's my business. I can advertise the way whatever I want it. So that to me is more independent when you have your own business.
Yeah, just I'm sure it's probably the last one. So, what I really like, I love your positive energy when you have this. Obviously, turning your life around and just really, going after, the dream. My question to you is, during that time, staying positive, especially when you're down and out, things don't always go well. As a matter of fact, they don't really go well at all. How did you stay positive during those times to not succumb to the pressure of the negative world around you?
Right. The question is, like, in negative times when things don't go well, and then they really don't go well, and they keep on not going well, like, how do you stay positive and not, like, buckle under all that pressure?
Awesome question. I went through so many of that. Growing up and then transition, starting from zero multiple times during my life. It's always there, almost daily also, but how you look at it is different. How you look at it is different. I always step back and see, what can I learn from this? Is it happening to me or is it happening for me? I always look with faith. I know that I'm going to be okay after this. I will be okay. I will be okay. With that faith, I only think about what I want. And remember, you attract who you are. Everywhere you go to seminar, investment club, you will be attracting who you are. That vibration of who you are will attract the situation to you, the people to you, and things will happen the way you are. So law of attraction is the secondary law. Law of vibration is the number one. So find a way to create that, bring you to that vibration. And I share with Richard in the group, sometimes I feel tired. I'm down too. I either go to take a nap or go for a run. Either way works, but most of the time I just go for a run. I do a MURF. It's a crazy workout that you couldn't breathe afterward, but you feel amazing after it. So have faith that it's gonna be okay. Like life is like this, like up and down. You in the down, but what you're looking for, what you want to happen. So there's an exercise I tell my client to do. Doesn't matter what happened to you. You take a blank sheet of paper, you write the way it is right now. It doesn't matter how suck it is. And then in your imagination, you write another sheet. You write the way you want it to be. It doesn't cost anything. It's the same energy. You write the way you want. And then you will feel that way. And then your body will cause you to do it that way. And then guess what? Things will happen that way. Guarantee.
Yeah, we'll discuss that another time. I can have another one to go on top of.
Okay.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, Tony Robbins says that most people go and get their college degree, get an MBA, come to an event like this to meet other people, of course, meet investors, but also to figure out, what strategy do I need to do? What tactical move do I need to make? Let me make a checklist. Let me work my checklist. All CEOs are pretty checklist driven usually, right? But Tony Robbins says that the thing is, you spend so much time on strategy collection that you have 942 strategies. And what are the chances that the 943rd is going to massively move the needle? He says, the story you tell yourself in your state of mind and how often you can be in a peak state of mind can be massively needle moving. People will want to do business with you if you're authentic, genuine, wear a Western cowboy shirt and have a sense of humor on stage, smile so much it annoys your friends. If that's who you are, you should be genuine, authentic, and do those things. And if you get out of peak state, all the pro athletes are saying it's their ability to mentally take 3 big deep breaths and get back into peak state and jump back into it. Or Matt Fraser saying, like, I can go hardcore and have a super high heart rate, and 90 seconds later, I'm back norm and I can do another race right then. And that's his advantage is all of that peak mind state management. And that's what that one pager is that we were talking about. So that every morning you're reminding yourself that you can have all these strategies. It's hard to remember them. That's why I look at them every morning. But getting back into peak state and focusing on the goals is one of the most critical things. Like the whole nutritional industry is basically like sleep 8 hours, don't eat any chemicals, artificial things, or things that have been in a machine, and move your body every day. But I really don't know more than 1 or 2 human beings that do those 3 things. It's just actually doing what we all know, which is the harder part, right? So, Dad, any closing comments before we wrap it up?
No, thank you for your time here. Thank you for letting me share with you my freedom journey. And as an investor, remember you are who you attract. If you in that mindset of looking for something that you really want, I think in here I met so many people during lunch. It was amazing. Every deal, every offer they have is just amazing. So connect with more people, build trust. So whether you're on the investor side or you're a sponsor looking for investor, be the best of you can be. You are the one who will attract to you whoever you need. The how is out there. It will come to you whenever you will meet the investor that you meant to meet. You'll meet the sponsor, the deal that you were meant to meet. If you allow yourself to be yourself, to be authentic self. Money is energy. I didn't learn this. I didn't know this until I met my mentor. He said, money is energy. Think about that. Money only do 2 things for you, right? It makes you comfortable and it helps you to do things beyond what you can do physically. That's all it is. So be in that energy, that amazing energy about money. And there's abundance of money. Money is everywhere. There's abundance of money. So you will get what you want. Continue to follow Richard and the club. I learned so much. Yeah, I learned so much. Everyone I bring in, they told me the same thing. I introduced a friend here, Dave Orr here. He learned so much from it too. There's amazing thing that you learn here. And Richard will be working night and day because I know him. He loves it. On the airplane travel, he's working on his deal. He always have a laptop. Yeah, he always works. And he always continues to bring out good value. AI, I didn't know you have even more. You have the Ninja now. That's a new thing. So he continues to give us good value on this. Thank you.
If you are a founder, raising capital, developing real estate, or you're an investor, would love for you to get involved in the Family Office Club. I've run this community for 18 years now. We've hosted 300 live events. We have 17 million social media group members and followers. We have the #1 YouTube channel on family offices. We have the #1 most popular podcast on family offices. You can learn more about us and our membership options at familyoffices.com. We have 30 in-person events planned in 2026 and another dozen events this year. Please go to familyoffices.com to learn more.